with us. What do you think, Max? Is YouTube going to play nicely? All right. Hi, Becky. Raising Cane's here. She's our moderator. Hello, hello, Sharon. How are you doing this week? Hey. Okay, chat is now working on YouTube. I have no idea what happened there. I ended up restarting the YouTube stream. Hey, Marco. Hey, Carrie. Yeah, it was not letting me chat. And then when I was trying to poke around, quit running. Hi, Tiki Tiki. Hi, Jocelyn. Buddy. Okay. All right, folks. Just getting set here for sound. A little bit better for sound. Okay, I'm just going to plug this in. Hi, Shells Park. Yeah, YouTube sometimes gets a little bit disorganized. I've been having problems when I've been pre-setting the YouTube streams. So, yeah. Can you folks hear me now? Okay? Can you hear me okay? Let me know. Hi, Sherry. Hi, Max. How are you? How are you? Hi, Kim Ann. Hey, Cyril. Oh, my goodness. We got a super chat. Super chat from Tango on YouTube. Max, do you want to read Tango's super chat? Max, things are crazy and I cannot play. I am so sorry I cannot stay, but I have to go, and here's the why. Mommy is busy, so I say bye-bye. Aww, Tango, sending wing hugs to you and Lori. I hope you're having a wonderful day. We love you. Yeah, send up some hearts and some thank yous to Tango. Tango and his mom, Lori. My goodness, Max. What are you doing? Yeah, T-Kel's in the background. Mango's whistling in the background. Hey, Sherry. Barbara Carey. Oh, my goodness. We got the whole gang's here today, buddy. The whole gang's here, and we just got some stars on Facebook. Thank you for the stars. Hi, Sheila. Hi, Suzanne. Oh, my goodness, Max. I got 2 stars on Facebook. Send them some hearts and thank yous for our star sender on Facebook. Hi. Well, how is everybody today? It's Saturday. Yeah, that's right. Are you being noisy, T-Cal? Hi. Okay, you can hiss at me, but you were singing a minute ago. Mango's definitely singing us a song. Oh, there they are. Okay, Max, I can make you some eggies. Hi, Mango. How are you doing today, sweetie? Hi. Oh, great toy. You got a box filled with wood. You're busy. You good? What was that, Max? Okay, I'm going to get you your eggie going. Max, you looking for eggs? Oh, toy time. Legos. Max is happy to play while I make eggies. He knows dinner's coming. Ooh. Okay, Max, let's put this in the microwave. So, Max, your eggies are cooking. We'll have eggies in a few minutes. Oh my goodness, I see Raising Cane's got some news. I'll be back in just 1 minute. Just need to wipe down my hands. Okay, and then I'll pull the eggies out of the microwave. Make sure they're cooked and let them cool. You've got a false record. Okay, Max. Eggies gotta cool, cool, cool. Gotta cool, gotta cool, gotta cool. So Raising Cane, what does she say here? Sorry, I'm gonna bump things here for a second. Oops. See. Raising Cane says she might be getting a new bird next week. She's going to go see who picks her, either an Amazon, a Goffin, or a macaw. One thing to remember with macaws, it's not a good idea to have them and cockatoos in the same place. Cockatoos are very dusty, and macaws actually have a hard time living with cockatoos because of the dust. Yeah. Yeah, we want to see pictures. We want to hear the news. Thank you, Kane, for helping adopt. you know, you can always do things like foster one as well and see how they fit in. Yeah, a lot of the rescues are looking for fosters, right, Max? Oh, big boy. Bigfoot. Bigfoot. So we're going to get ABs. Do you like that idea? So Max had a wonderful week. We had a couple of days that were really, really warm. And we went on an adventure, didn't we? Wednesday night, we walked down a number of blocks. Now, we do live on the edge of the city, folks. And we found a farm. Now, we didn't go walking on the farm. We went walking beside it. We made some friends on the way, met some new neighbors, met some really nice couple that were out walking by the farm. And what did you find, Max? Did you find your cows? You found your cows. Where's my cow? You were asking for forever when they emptied out the last cow field. Now, these ones won't be here forever, buddy. They'll build. I know, that's where the city happens. But they'll be here for a while. Yeah. You can ask, where's my cow? But yeah, we walked over there. Lots of Canada geese flying overhead. So spring must be on the way when the Canadian geese start coming back. Pardon me. Yeah, we've only posted a couple of bits of the walk. Now, one thing we're doing for some of our members is we are doing some extra members-only content right now. We're trying to do that in place of the early release of every video. We heard not every member was able to take advantage of that because we were only releasing a few hours early. And it looked like it might be messing with some of the algorithm and resulting in our videos being shown to fewer people. So we thought we'd do a little bit of an experiment and post some extra special members-only content. And we posted an uncut clip of that walk. And yeah, some members got the first glimpse of the farm. And then I shared some bits of the walk with folks. And I've still got 2 or 3 videos to make from that walk. It was awesome. Now, one thing that happened on that walk, Max decided he wanted to go home. And I mean, he wanted to go home right now, please, Mom. Right now. And he was leaning pretty hard. Now, why? Well, it was getting dark. He was in a new place. Might have been a bit unsure. Might have spotted dangers like coyotes that he wanted to get away from. Quite possible. I mean, we are on the edge of the city. And it was kind of funny because usually Max is pretty good at knowing where he's going, and he will direct me. We got about halfway home, and Max spotted a dog that he barked for. And I'll tell the story in a video as well. He started barking. Well, the dog was a good distance away from us when Max started barking at it. And it was a really, really big, muscular bully breed. I don't know what Max said to this dog, but this dog took exception, started yapping back, and started pulling at his owner, who started sliding on the ground. So dog was not under very good control. And I mean, I stopped walking. I'm not going up to a bully dog that is not in well control. And I watched this woman try to get control over the dog while Max kept on barking. May not have been the best thing Max could have done. I took a few steps backwards because I didn't want to just turn around and run because that's going to hit a prey instinct of a dog. So just sort of took a few steps backwards, and Max was just going for it. He really wanted to bark at this dog. This dog really wanted to come over and figure out what was going on. What ended up happening is a guy joined the woman, I'm assuming probably spouse or partner, and helped grab the dog and wrestle him into their house. Took 2 of them to wrestle the dog into the house. So that tells me that this dog may not be as well trained as he could be. Tells me this dog has potential to be a danger, and suggests to me that I might not want to be walking too close around that dog. If that dog's outside, I probably don't want to be walking out there. So I might have to take some different routes. can't just cross the street because there's no sidewalk or anything on the other side of the street. That is a muddy field right now. Right, Max? But we're fine. Max just probably picked the wrong dog to bark at, and I don't know what Max said to that dog, but oh my goodness, that dog definitely thought something was going on. So Max, we have Survivor X Caban asking, can we get a Bok Bok for the first day of spring? Max, can I get a Bok Bok? Can I get a Bok Bok Bok? I'm going to ask Max to think about a Bok, and I'm going to walk out of the room because sometimes he'll balk to get me back. Can I get a Bok Bok, Max? Hey, Mango. Max doesn't have any Bok Boks. Hey, how are you doing? Is that comfy? Yeah, it's comfy. Yeah, happy boy. Did you go through all that wood already? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. No, we don't. You know what? Max might want to balk after he has some eggies. He usually is happier about balking on a full tummy. So Max, do you want some eggies? Max, do you want some eggies? How do you want them? Do you want them in a cup or on a cone? I'm going to let the comments vote, cups or cones. If you want how about an egg? Yeah, you'll get an egg, honey. If you want a cup, throw up a smiley face. If you want a cone, throw up a heart. Oh, we've got cup. We've got Barbara asking Max back. Suzanne saying cone. Marco votes for cone 3 times. Tico says cup. Carrie says cone. Sherry says cone. Oh my goodness. Sylvia definitely needs to eat her eggies. She cleaned the swimming pool today, the big one with the Olympic size. Cone from Cheryl's Park. We've got a whole bunch of hearts going up. Hi, Maria. We're voting on cones or cups for eggies. Cone, says Jocelyn. Oh my goodness, Max, you might be getting a cone. How about I get you a cone and I get your brother a cup? That might be a fun mix. All right, let's go. Okay. Max, you hungry? Max is looking at me. That is a very stupid question, Mom. I'm always hungry. Okay. Okay, let's go here. There? There's good. So Max, I've got a cup for you and I've got a cone for your brother. Oh, Chico's about to fall off of his cage. So I've got a cone for Max and a cup for his brother. There we go. So Max, everyone voted that you're going to get a cone, okay? So here's your cone. You want a cone? Oh, mama. Oh, mama. And I've got his brother's cup, and I'm just going to fold it down into a foraging cup for his brother. And I just fold in the top. The rim holds it. And then I've got a really nice foraging cup. You want a foraging cup, Cheeks? I know. You get a cups. Go get. Yay! Foraging cup. Decal, look what I have. I have eggies in a cup. You want a cone, buddy, or do you want a cup? We're going to do 2 cones, 2 cups. Okay. Kind of figured you'd pick that, bud. Mango. Mango. I have something good for you. Something really good for you. Yum. Good boy. Good job, buddy. Good job. Oh, that looks tasty, Max. That looks very tasty. Reason Keen says the microphones are working great. Fantastic. So you heard me when I was off talking to Mango. Yeah, Max is enjoying this. I actually had to put part of the eggies back in the microwave. The edges were cooked. The center was still a little squishy. All right. Yeah, so Max has seconds. That good, buddy? Okay. I've got the coffee cup of the day. Pour myself some coffee. Good job. Is that tasty, Max? Chico's really doing a good job with his cup. Hello, hello to everybody who's just joining us. Welcome, welcome. This is our Saturday, social Saturday with Max. He's having a bit of breakfast. As are the rest of the flock. I'm just making myself a quick coffee. Poor Max. Did you run out of eggies? Uh-oh. Now what? If you balk, I might be encouraged to see if there's some more. There might be seconds. Oh, that's a very hopeful look, buddy. So I have a question for you, Max. For seconds, would you want a cup or a cone? How would you want your seconds? Would you want it in another cone or would you want it in a cup? Folks, let me know in the comments, cone or cup. We'll do it again. Did you want a cup this time? We'll let the people say, Max. They got to choose. Your brothers sure look happy. They're still eating. I know, it's very tough waiting for seconds. And you're right, that was a very small cone. Poor Max is hungry. Hungry, birdie. Oh, you're saving all of your energy for when snack round 2 comes, huh? Okay, let's see what people are saying. We've got people saying cone and cup. Barbara says cup. Peter says cup. Marco says cup. Carrie's saying cone. Peter's saying cup. Tiki's saying cup. Yeah, Peter says Barney's different. He likes to throw his toys around. Max definitely throws toys around sometimes, but right now he's looking for snacks. So I'm actually hearing a lot of people saying cup. So Max, do you want round 2 in a cup? Let's go see. Let's go see. Oh boy, Max. Okay, Max, I'll fold the cup for you. Oh, this cup's pretty full. Hey, Max, I folded it down into a foraging cup. Foraging cup for Max. Hi, Kookaburra. Yeah, got somebody in the comments saying on YouTube that they're having some problems with tech. I really appreciate that everyone's sharing their experiences. It sounds like it might just be one person, but if you are having issues in YouTube, shout up in the chat and we'll see if it's just isolated or because sometimes settings, sometimes it's YouTube, I've had to restart something to see what's going on. It's sometimes a bit weird. Right, Max? Yeah. There's so many places technology can break. Oh, yes, I've got my coffee cup. This cup, special cup that came to me from Sheila, who was Tikal's first mom and a dear friend of ours. Sheila passed away from cancer a couple of years ago now. Tikal, have you really been with me full time for that long now? My goodness. My goodness. Yeah. Being a good boy, Tikal. Yeah, Max is quite going to town on this Aggie. He only gets Aggies once a week, and he has to share them with his brothers. Chico would like me to know that his Aggie cup was far too small. He just ran out, and he's licking his beak. You got food on your beak, Max? Yeah, Max is a hungry boy. He usually on Saturdays, he knows it's a streamy day, and he waits for his cup. So what's coming up? Let's see, what other news do we have, folks? We know that spring is coming, right, Max? You're excited about that? Somebody said it was the first day of spring. I didn't realize that. That's pretty cool. So warm weather's coming, Max. That's exciting. Easter's coming. And the Easter birdie has already dropped off a package of goodies for Max. Sherry, thank you. Our our friend Sandy from Parrot Trends dropped off a lovely gift bag, and we have tucked it in the cupboard for Easter. It is a beautiful, beautiful robin's egg, sort of a really vibrant robin's egg blue that's sort of zhuzhed up a bit, sort of robin's egg blue, the color it wants to be when it grows up type of thing. Really, really pretty. And we're super excited about that, aren't we, Max? And Easter's coming up in a couple of weeks. I'm not even sure exactly when Easter is, but yeah. So that's coming. So we're going to have an Easter party, an Eggster party, right, Max? Yeah, so we're super excited about that. This weekend, if anyone's interested in knowing what I'm doing this weekend, you know that I live in a construction zone. And I've been eyeing up a pile of untreated pine. And I'm not just going to walk outside and help myself to wood, because that's not the way I roll. But I was eyeing it up and watching it and watching the house next door as it gets built and doing the mental math. And my mental math says, I think they're finished with that, and that may be going into a dumpster. I'd better keep a close eye. So yesterday when I looked outside, I noticed they were doing a site cleanup, and I noticed somebody heading over towards the pile that was beside my house. So I popped on some shoes and I booked it out there, and I said, hi. Just going into, we're just getting rid of it. And I said, well, here's the thing. I've got some birds who love chewing up untreated pine, and I'm always a big one on recycling. And the fellow said, yeah, you're welcome to it. And there was a lot there, folks. There was a lot. So he moved one over, set it sort of by my step, and said, you can grab the rest. So, I mean, I've got somebody who has ownership of the wood, who's given me permission. This is fantastic. I don't just play self-serve. So I went and unlocked my back door, put down some paper so I could pop it in through the side door, actually, and set down some paper, and I headed out. Now, at this point, I do work from home, folks, and I'm a believer in business up top and the bottom. Well, sometimes I wear sweatpants or cozy house pants, right? So I was wearing some cozy house pants, but I'm not about to waste any time, and I'd rather put the wood in while these people who told me I could have it are still there. So I open up the door, I put down some paper because it was a little bit damp outside, and I picked up the first piece and took a quick look at it, and then brought it over and put it inside. Next thing you know, I've got two lovely, lovely guys wearing safety vests helping load it into the house for me. Still have to take it downstairs. Now, it has been sitting outside for a bit, but it is clean, untreated pine. So I am very mindful of things like avian flu. So what I do is I'm going to just put it at the back of the basement and let it sit for a few months before I use it, because any viruses by that time will have died off in case I've had any outside birds wandering around on it. So I do sort of give a little bit of time on that. I even do that when I pick stuff up from the hardware store. But oh my goodness, folks, I've got some really, really, really wonderful lumber there. And it's good sized chunks too. So the birds are going to be super happy. Yeah, Max? I've got a saw working. I've got a radial chop saw that's working now. It had not been working for a number of years. It had actually made a weird sound and seized up in the wood, and then I tried to use it again, and it did the same thing, and I went, and I'd reverted to either using a handheld circular saw, but I don't like cutting wood outside, or a hand saw. So I've been doing a lot of hand sawing with the rip saw to keep Mango and Max in wood. I've got that fixed now, so cutting wood is now, rather than zuba, 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 and cutting for an hour, it now takes me 2 minutes with this. I just have to make sure that I keep my fingers clear. So that's pretty good. So I'm super happy about that. But yeah, so definitely getting clean wood is a wonderful thing. Now, the thing is, remember, even the wood you get from the stores, it gets transported outside when it, it could have been exposed to outside birds as well. And this has not been out there for that long. So I sort of, I look and I say, well, what, where are we at? How long should I let this sit, et cetera, et cetera. So I do use caution on things. Right, Max? Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Oh, what a good boy. So yeah, so we have a ton of wood, and I honestly couldn't be happier. Now I just have to spend a bit of time cutting it, I guess. So yeah, I'll cut it up. I'll put together a barrel of sawdust. For those of you who don't know, if you've got birds, using sawdust is a wonderful thing when you're sweeping. It makes a wonderful sweeping compound that gathers up all of the fine dust that birds make, and it makes it very easy to keep your floors clean. I know it seems counterproductive if you're about to sweep to dump a bunch of sawdust on the floor and then sweep it around, but believe it or not, it works incredibly well. So what else we got coming up? I noticed I had a super here. Let me just go check what that was. Going to scroll for a second. Yeah, it saves us money too. Absolutely. Just going to go to chat filter. There we go. So we had the super chat from Tango, and we got a super sticker from Sylvia. €2. €2 from Sylvia. Thank you so much, Sylvia. Oops. Let me go back to all messages. There we go. Yeah. What else is coming up? Max, you're doing your post snack nap, so I'm going to talk while you're doing that. Parrot comes up next fall. The date has been confirmed. The hall is rented. Now, for those of you who don't know, Calgary does have our biggest parrot event of the year is called Parrotpalooza. Parrotpalooza in Calgary is definitely not as big as Parrotpaloozas in some of the larger centers in the States. However, we go to it. We have a lot of fun with it, and we have some folks who are coming out for a Palooza-centered trip. If you are interested, we do have a Facebook group that's talking about it. Search for Max and Moluccan Palooza, and that group is for people who are thinking about traveling to Calgary. And the way I'm going to define that is if you were staying at a hotel overnight, you were traveling. If you're traveling to Calgary, you're flying in, what have you, you're driving in, and you want to spend a few days around Palooza, Max is going to be getting together with people, not just at Palooza, but we're going to do some special get-togethers with some flockers and just make it into a little bit of a holiday for people. We might go for a walk in Kananaskis. We might go to Silver Springs. It's going to depend what people want to do, but we're trying to get people to sort of hook up in advance. If we have enough people coming, we'll try and get a hotel room block. We'll try and get things planned out so that people, if they want to do things with other people who are traveling, can. Because some people are traveling solo, and solo travel is sometimes a little bit weird if you don't do it a lot. But if you're staying and you've got some friends that you've met and you've talked to for a while, it's not so strange to meet them for a meal, hang out with them when you're doing things with Max. And I always think it's nice when you've met people sort of before, because then it's one less weird variable and you sort of get, you make some interesting friendships. Last year we had Sherry's friend came out as well. And Sylvia from Germany. Sylvia actually spent a few weeks in Calgary and extended her trip to stay for Palooza. And it was so much fun. We went on a lot of little adventures. And yeah, Max, you sure enjoyed that, didn't you? Yeah. Yeah, but if you are thinking about coming, hop onto that Facebook group. If for whatever reason you cannot hop onto that Facebook group, it is moderated, so it's a private group. We do that because travel plans should not be shared publicly, in my opinion. It can put a target on you from somebody who might be casing out houses or something. So I tend to sort of target a bit more of a private group there. But if you're thinking about coming, or if you are absolutely planning on coming, or you're somewhere in between, it's a great group to join. But if for whatever reason you cannot join that group, just reach out to us on the website, maxmoluccan.com. You can send us a message and we'll get you looped in on some of the planning. I do appreciate some of our Facebook folks. They're going to be able to hop on the group, but not everybody on YouTube is necessarily on Facebook, and that's quite okay too. We're trying to be platform agnostic, but Facebook's the one that's got a really easy to organize group structure for stuff like that. Yeah, so we're really early in the planning on that. I mean, it's only March, and this is next fall, but always fun to talk about things in advance, right, Max? Oh, Max, you look like you're ready for a nap. We wanted Bok Boks, not a nap. How do you think we could get Bok Boks? Sometimes birds are in the mood to nap, and certainly with the time change, that's messed things up. Right, Max? Has the time change messed you up? Days are getting longer. That's weird. So nap time tends to move around a little bit on Max. Oh boy, Max. Oh boy. Okay, what have we got planned for videos coming up this week? Maybe that's a good thing to chat about for a few minutes. So we've got a few more videos of our trip out to walk by the farm that we want to share. It's always a bit of a catch-22 when we're posting videos, because we know you don't want a 25-minute video of Max, and that can take an awfully long time to edit down. So we try to sort of aim our daily videos at around 3 minutes, 3 or 4 minutes. It's something that's an easy one to watch. We're not going, YouTube really, the algorithm does matter, because the algorithm defines how many people it's going to show it to, not just new people, but even subscribers. And if we have people who hop in, they watch the first 2 minutes of a 20-minute video and then they drop off, YouTube's going to say, right then, we're going to downgrade this because such a small percentage of this video is being watched, and we're not going to show it to as many people, including people who subscribe. They're not going to be interested. Not necessarily the case. It might just be that folks in the morning, they've got work and they've just not been able to hop into it yet. That's one of the reasons we do try to keep sort of with the shorter videos, and they're easier to consume. You can always go and binge a bunch of them together. They've got related topics, so you can always watch multiples if you want longer with Max. But we do try to find that sizing works. And then, of course, we've got the shorts, which both Facebook Reels and YouTube Shorts, it's a different set of people who tend to watch those. Some of the same people who join our streams, but not everybody who watches shorts watches longer form, and vice versa. And we try to get some of both out each day, right, Max? At least weekdays. The 3 to 4 minute videos, you probably don't realize that it does take a lot of time to put those together. Now, I do edit them down. I sometimes have to watch 40 minutes of footage to pick out what I think you're going to want to watch. Because sometimes Max, like right now, he's just sitting on his perch, 1 foot up, and he looks like he was hit by a stun gun. Did you look at Medusa, buddy? It's not even Halloween. Oh, I know, honey, you're tired, but that does not make great watching. And the times that he balks or something, we might only get 1 or 2 balks out of him a day. So he's not necessarily balking all the time either. So a lot of time does go into the videos. So if you enjoy the videos, I'm going to ask you to do a couple of things for me. Number 1, like them. Give them a thumbs up. Give them a heart. Just react to them. Number 2, leave us a comment. Even if in the comments it's just an emoji. Even if it's just good morning. We love seeing the comments, and that to us is applause. At the end of Max's performance, give us a little bit of applause. And the other thing I'm going to ask is if there's a video that you really enjoy or you think is fun or you think, hey, this is great, share it. Send it to a friend. Share it on your Facebook page. Share it into a group on Facebook. Just click on that share button because that helps people discover Max and help spread things out. We had St. Patty's Day this week. And I don't know if you noticed, but we did something pretty special for St. Patrick's Day. Put together a special video. Now, on the holidays, we tend to do a little bit of the story videos, and we pull the whole flock in and costumes and sometimes some graphics. This one even had some leprechauns running around. I know, folks, I did 1970s style animation with that. But yeah, I spent hours on that one, and I think I finished that one around 2:30 in the morning before posting it. So it was there in time for St. Patrick's Day. So these things take a lot of work. It was super, super disheartening that the algorithm didn't like it, didn't show it to that many people, and we only had a couple of hundred views on that one. You sort of look and you think, oh man, I put so much time and effort in, and you really, really hope that more people are going to watch them. So yeah, so sometimes even something like that, you see it, give it a share because that helps us out a great deal. Now I do know one thing about that video that does make me super, super happy. I know people are going to watch it next St. Patrick's Day again, and we've got it out in the playlist. So people will watch those again, and it will get more views over time. But it's super frustrating when the algorithm just decides that it's not going to promote and it's not going to show it to people. Right, Max? Max, can I get a Bok Bok? Looks like you might be waking up there, buddy. Do you want a Bok Bok? You want a Bok Bok? Mango's chewing on wood, honey. I got to cut you some more. Yeah. Can I get a Bok Bok? Bok Bok. Bok Bok Bok. What did you just say, Pumpkin? No, we can't go for a walk. It's too cold out. It's snowing today. We can only go walking when it doesn't snow. So what do you think we should do? It is awfully hard to be a bird. I know, Max. It's awfully hard to be a bird. But it's cold outside. We'll have warmer days. I know we hit 2 17-degree days this week. I think it was 2. And now we're back to snow. We'll get warmer days again next week. Spring's coming, buddy. Keeps looking at that window. I know what he wants. Yeah, we live in the wrong part of the world for that, buddy. We can't go walking every day. And I know it's been a really boring morning. There's been no work done outside. I know. Well, what would you like? Did you want a grape? We got some grapes this week. They're pretty good and juicy. Want some grapes? Okay, let's see. Maybe another snack will wake somebody up. Peter says Montreal is -5. We're Calgary, Alberta. Peter's also Canadian. He's from Montreal. Yeah. You want wood. Yeah. Raising Cane, for those of you who didn't hear, she lost Wendell recently. He's a really, really special bird. And she was saying she was thinking about doing up a memorial video of Wendell. That could be kind of fun. Raising Cane, when you do that, let us know and we'll help share it out because I think that would be wonderful. Yeah, yeah. Sharon says, making videos takes so much time. That's why I don't make very many. Oh, Raising Cane's asking for a bird breath video from TCal. Yeah, we can do that. We haven't done a TCal video in a while. Lindsay and Penny, a big shout out to Penny. Penny's 10 and she loves Max lots. Folks, let's send out some hearts to say hello to Penny. So it's not just Max saying hello, but it's the entire flock. Awesome, awesome. Penny and Lindsay are over on YouTube. So we're just looking at that. Hey, Dracula. Sylvia, thank you. Parrot Palooza, September 26th. Awesome, awesome. Yeah, Max is doing a bit of a scream. Awesome, awesome. Hey, Penny. Yeah, what is the problem, Max? What is the problem? It's hot in here. It is hot in here, buddy. They should get him a snowball. The problem, Kane, I know people think snow's white and it's clean, but it really is not. Snow actually forms out around, it's moisture forming around dust, and that's sort of how it sort of starts to crystallize. If you take a clean bowl outside and you get a bowl of white snow and you let it melt, that water does not look clean once it's melted. I know. You think it should be, but it's not. I don't recommend eating snow. And here's a tip from those of us who see snow a lot. Don't eat the yellow snow. Folks, if you don't understand that joke, anybody in the chat who can explain it, don't eat the yellow snow. Okay, I was going after grapes, right, Max? Mango! I've got a grape for you. Would you like a grapey grape? Here you go, Mangs. It's a red grape, I know. Do you prefer the green ones today? Well, red's the only color I have. Okay. I'll put a couple more over here for you, okay? And we'll do something after. Here you go, buddy. Hey, T-Cal, you want a grapey grape? I got you a grape. T-Cal, not a finger, a grape. Good job. Hey, Tico. Max, would you like a grape? Would you like a grape? I know. Looks so small in your beak. Barbara says, never take the snow where the husky go. Yep. Yeah, everyone got that joke. The yellow snow, for those of you who are not up here, means somebody has urinated somewhere in it or a dog has. More often dogs. Yeah. Oops. Oh my goodness. I just want to catch up here on a few comments here from Facebook land. Sorry, I'm just picking up the thing here. Rose says that remind of Cosmo Goffins. Aw, so sweet. Oh my goodness, Susanna sent us 45 stars. Thanks, Susanna. Let's send some hearts up for Susanna. Thank you, thank you. Oh my goodness. Oops, let's see, there's another comment down there. Oh my goodness, okay. Thank you, thank you. Sylvia's saying Newcastle illness, Berlin and Brandenburg. They don't have enough eggs because they killed the stocks. Oh, so sorry to hear that, Sylvia. Yeah, it's frustrating. I mean, I'm super, super cautious with my flock. Yes, Max did walk out near a farm, but we did not see any chickens. We were on the road outside the farm. We didn't actually walk onto the farm. And we just walked on past. We just happened to live close to a farm, right, Max? Yeah. But it's, they've got cows. So, when they've got cows, they're not, it's not a chicken facility, right, Max? So, not a lot of chance of avian flu there. If you check your bowl, there might be another grape. Yeah, I know there's not one on your foot. Did you eat all three? I was not paying attention. Did you eat all three grapes? Oh, it's very tough to be a bird, Max. It is oh so tough to be a bird. So what do you think, Max? Do you want to play? What do you want to play? You want to play with this today? There's a toy. Made a bit of a mess. Let's see. How about I put back together your Lego? Because you took it apart. And for some reason, I seem to have bits of eggy on the ground here. Let's pick this up. Okay. Let's pick this up. There. Okay. I'm gonna just clean this up and roll it up. I'm gonna put that there. Okay. I know, Max. It's tough to be a bird. I'll pick up some toys for you. All right. There. Oops. There. And I'll go get you some more paper. Really, buddy? I don't even have to look. I know what just happened. All the toys are on the ground again. Hi, Mango. Is it nap time for you too? It's a napper time. It's a nap time. Oh my goodness, Max. I'm just going to put this down. No, buddy. I don't need help. I definitely don't need that kind of help. I do not need you to throw stuff on the ground. Just looking at a newspaper here. My dad's been doing some puzzles in it. And that one's about half done. Yeah. So he's enjoying reading the papers. He's doing well. He's having adventures, right, Max? We were going to go visit him, but you were not in the mood to on Thursday. You want to play? Need to get that one a bit of a wash, don't I? Okay. Hey, how about this one? You see, Max does not just play with everything that's put in front of him. He's got to be in the mood. And play with those. There's more of those there. Those are fun for the beak, huh? Good job. Good job. I'm going to put that down. It's getting heavy. There. Got that. There. There you go. And chew that off, then you got something to chew on. Oops. Hi, Anne-Marie. Welcome back. Oh, Lego time. Lego time. Here, just shift over here a little bit, get some different light. How's that? Max loves taking the stuff apart. Mango. Good job, buddy. Yeah. You really went after wood today, didn't you? We'll get you some more. Hey, Max. Are you finished playing with that toy already? Yeah, Max is sort of in a bit of a mood. He definitely is. Oh, yeah. Well, we've been streaming for just a little bit over an hour here. I'm going to go for maybe another 10 minutes. Yeah? What do you think, Max? Do you want me to put this back together for you? I'm missing a piece of Lego. We had more Lego a few minutes ago. Okay. What if I put this back together? What if I put it together like this? How does that work? Okay, what about like this? You're good at popping that apart, aren't you? He does love the Lego. Now, caution about Lego, it is a supervised toy. What does that mean, folks? That means this is not the kind of toy that I would put in somebody's cage and leave him with. It's something he's going to play with when I'm there to keep an eye on what's going on. Right, Max? There you go. But I think it's just fun. He realizes he can get his beak in there. He can take it apart. I really want to get some more. Max loves those long, those sort of flat pieces that are about 2x8. And when they're pushed together, he has to do a little bit more work to unsack them. And he recognizes there's a join, but yeah, it's sort of like the red piece here. But I'll stack a few of those ones together. Yeah, then he's got to work on them. Yeah. What do you think? Key is Max is not eating it. He's just pulling it apart. So we do supervise that. Want scratch? Okay. Oh, new feather. New feather. Yeah, new feathers. Let's tip those feathers. Oh. Yeah, is it spring? Is it spring molt season? Yeah. Look at all those feathers. Yeah, big soft feathers. One, cute. Oh, you want me to Mango loves it when people pull his tail just gently like this. Max has gotten into this as well. Mostly because bird moms understand. You got two birds that look the same, you're busy petting, and they both have different likes and dislikes, and all of a sudden you forget what you're doing, and you're suddenly petting one bird like he's the other bird. I can tell you Mango does not appreciate that, and he will remind me with his beak sharpish. Max, on the other hand, the first couple of times he looked at me and said, "What are you doing?" And they said, "You know what? That actually kind of feels nice. It's weird, but it's nice." So he's decided that his brother might be a weirdo, but it's okay. Right, Max? You gonna play for a bit? Gonna play? What you gonna play? What you gonna play? What you gonna play? Oops. I just unhooked that. We'll rehook that. Oh, so much joy. This toy is only fun to play with if I'm holding it. Good. Grab that pink ring. It's heavy to hold, buddy. Scritch. All right. Good job. Good job. Peter's asking, how about iPads? Does he like watching videos online? Absolutely. Max actually likes watching his own videos online. And I've actually heard some people actually just stream. They'll grab a Max playlist and stream them for a pet. And I think that is so cool. If you do that, send me a photo of you doing that or a short video of you doing that. And if you give me permission, I might make that into a little bit of a fun video. A couple years back, Einstein, I posted a video of Max watching Einstein, and then Einstein posted a video of Einstein watching Max watching Einstein. And well, Marcia and myself, we just went back and forth a number of times, each giggling maniacally as we took the newest bit of footage and posted it. That was fun, wasn't it, Max? Yeah. But yeah, no, so Max likes that. He'll watch a number of things. I frequently will put on kids stuff for them, although he'll sometimes watch other stuff as well. Tico really likes watching Sesame Street. He likes Sesame Street and the Muppets and that type of stuff, but it's designed for kids. Uh-oh, Mango's going off. Hang on. Mango, you got to be quiet, honey. Maybe I'll get you a banana if you're quiet, Mango. You want a banana? Are you going to be quiet? Wash my hands so I can go to the kitchen and get stuff moving. What do you think, Mango? Do you want banana? I can get you banana. Mango just likes to know that I'm not ignoring him and that I'm paying attention to his dietary needs, which today do not include, and he would like to be very emphatic about this, does not include any grapes that are red in nature. Green grapes are okay. Red grapes, not so much today. Tomorrow, red grapes might be okay. Oh my goodness. Okay, give that a quick wash. I need a knife. A knifer. Max, would you like a banana? Here. I'll ask Max first if he wants a banana because he likes the ends of bananas. They've got something to hold on to. Bananas? Banana? You sure? Mom, why is that banana assaulting me? Okay. Chico, do you want a banana? Oh, yeah, you do. Oops. Yoink. Chico, would you? Hey, what have I got? Chico, I got a banana. Banana, nana. Chico, you seem to be upside down. Good job. Do you want to try that banana again? Here, banana. Want a banana? Here. Here. Want banana? Banana. No? Okay. Was it the wrong shade of green? Hi, Mango. Do you like bananas? You want a banana, Nana? Banana, Nana. Banana, Nana. Bananas. Hi, it's a banana. Well, don't be such a goose. I see you made soup this morning. Really nice selection of soup. Eggy soup. Egg soup with grapes in it. Mango's the best one for throwing food in his water bowl. And I don't mean that in a good way. Yeah. Good job, Mango. Max, are you chattering away? Can we get that Bok Bok that I've been looking for? Can I get a Bok Bok? Can I get a Bok Bok Bok? Uh-oh, what song did Ellie just stick in your head, Raisin Cane? Banana, more like banana. Barbara says, Max got spurs that jingle, jingle, jangle. Old cowboy song. Oh my gosh, I love it. Awesome, awesome. Max, if you're happy, you know it, Buck, Buck, Buck. You good boy? Buck, Buck. Buck, Buck. No box to give, Mama. Not today. All right, folks. Well, I'm going to wish everybody an absolutely wonderful Saturday. And actually, just before I do so, I'm just going to come back here. I'm going to come behind Max. I'm going to say hello. People say I don't get on camera often enough. Yes, I am wearing a Max Moluccan shirt today. I don't know. Actually, let's go back here with the camera a little further. Back with the camera. Forward with the perch. And then I can fit back here. So yeah, I am wearing a Max Moluccan shirt. These are available off of our Etsy. Shirts can ship worldwide. Not all of our products ship into the States, but the shirts can ship into the States. Right, Max? Yeah. What you doing? You like the shirt? Okay, you like the shirt, honey. Good job. All right. Yeah, this one's a fun one. We actually have a few different designs. We can also get this design in a hoodie for anybody who likes hoodies. Yep. All right, guys. We absolutely love everybody. We appreciate that you're here. MaxMoluccan.com. If you're not already following us, please give us a follow. Give us a like. Watch an extra video today. Watch an extra Max video. Leave a comment and share it with a friend. That would make our day. Thank you, everybody. We love you all. You want to come up, Max? Up. Step. There you go. Big step. Good job. Thank you, everybody. Buck, buck. Well, I did that the wrong order, buddy. No, you're not going to poop on my